Robert Troutman to OR staff. Dr. Robert Troutman.
I'll be sure to give him the message as soon. Oh, hold on for half a second. Robert?
Amy, am I being summoned by the Angel of Mercy?
No, I'm afraid it's Mrs. Edward Quartermain, and she says it's very important.
Oh. Oh, incidentally, it's you that I'm referring to as the Angel of Mercy, not Mrs. Quartermain. Hmm? Mrs. Quartermain, how nice to hear from you. Yeah, now? Well, if it's that important, sure. Look, I'll be waiting right here. Okay, look, I'll be in the lobby. Thank you. There you are.
Now, what do you suppose Lila Quartermain wants with you?
You mean you don't know Amy?
No.
And I thought it was all around town. I'm giving her jiu-jitsu lessons.
Come again?
Jiu-jitsu, you know. And after that, it's the big black belt in salmon fishing.
I can't tell if you're putting me on or not.
You can't?
No, but I suspect that she'd want you to be doing some heavy-duty spying for her or something. That's what she used to do, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, oh, sure. I even attended the spy convention in Upper Sandusky. Look, I don't want to change the subject, but is Rick Weber in?
You want to see him?
Is he in?
Yeah, he's in. But he's in at the waterfront, not here.
Oh, then obviously I can't while away my time with him.
Well, I thought that that's what we were doing.
Doing what?
Whiling away the time.
Yes, of course we were. Look, Amy, I'll go back up and see Bobby, and when Mrs. Quartermain arrives, you be sure to call me. And remember one thing, Amy. Call me in code, huh?
Excuse me. Robert, Mrs. Quartermain is waiting for you in the cafeteria.
I see. Well, Bobby, my love, in this case, it's business for pleasure.
Robert, thank you for coming.
My pleasure, sweetheart. And look, when I return, not an original line, you shall see me in 20/20 vision. Take it easy. Goodbye. Bye. Well, Mrs. Quartermain, how nice to see you again.
Well, how very kind of you to say so, Mrs. Scorpio.
Robert, please. I mean, we are fast becoming old friends.
Well, I hope so. Please call me Lila.
Be my privilege. Now, how can I help you?
Well, first of all, I want to apologize for following you here to the hospital, but it really was a very urgent matter. I need your help, Mr. Scorpio.
Robert.
Robert. You're very special help, I might add. And it's something very much in your field of expertise.
I see. Look, can I say something before we begin here?
Well, of course.
Now, I'm sure I won't have to tell you why, but if this has anything at all to do with ELQ Enterprises, I have to decline.
Well, I understand perfectly. And I assure you this has absolutely nothing to do with ELQ.
Good.
For that matter, no one knows what it is that I want to do. Not my husband, not my son, not Monica. This is strictly a very personal matter between the two of us. Can you accept that?
I prefer it that way.
The fact is, I want to find a woman. Now, here is her name, and this is her last address. There.
Well, this shouldn't prove too difficult.
I wouldn't be too sure of that, Robert. That address goes back a great many years, and I have no idea if she's still living there, or in the same city, or even in the same country, for that matter.
I see.
Nevertheless, I must find her. Can you do that for me?
Well, I can certainly try.
I know this question is premature, but do you think you can locate her?
Well, look, I'd be rash if I made any promises to you at this point, but, I mean, you've given me a place to start, and that's certainly encouraging.
Really? Even though I tell you that the address goes back a great many years?
When I was actively involved in this line of work, the really hard jobs came when there was no place to start at all. I mean, no address, past or present.
Then I'm to be encouraged.
You've given me a start, and that's encouraging. And I'll start work on it right away.
Oh, good. And now, I want to discuss payment for your services.
Why don't we wait and see what I can accomplish first?
Well, very well, but with one understanding. I intend to pay you very handsomely.
This must be very important to you.
It is. It is, Robert, it is. In fact, I think it's probably the most important step I've ever taken in my life. I must find that woman. By the way, are you and that nice Mr. Luke Spencer still planning some kind of cafe on the yacht?
Well, actually, our plans are a little more elaborate than that. We're hoping to open a first-class restaurant and nightclub.
Well, then I repeat, I shall pay you handsomely. And I'm sure the money will come in useful.
Believe me, it will. And now, if you can excuse me, I must start work immediately.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you? I was checking out this new strobe.
Oh, you startled me. I'm okay.
You're Laura, right?
Right.
Mel Wilson.
Nice to meet you, Mel.
I hope you're not too worn out from your taping this morning.
Normally, I think I would be, but there's so much excitement going on, you know, I think I have 10 times more energy.
The cameras have a way of doing that. They get the old adrenaline pumping.
Yeah, right. What are you doing?
Oh, just stand still. I'm checking out what we've got to work with. Ever done any modeling before?
No, but it's always been a fantasy of mine.
Oh, good. That'll help.
Really?
Oh, sure. That's what photography's all about. A fantasy trip. Two-dimensional portrayals of ideas depicting reality, yet altering it. In our case, enhancing it.
Oh, really? Is that your philosophy?
No, it's just my job. And as soon as my makeup lady gets here, we'll get down to business. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
Yeah, I think so.
All you've got to remember is just to stay relaxed and be natural.
Okay.
No problem. Jeez.